The Belize Council of Churches met with the media this morning inside the conference room at IT Vet on Freetown Road to present their recommendations on the ongoing Belize Guatemala differendum. Bishop Philip Wright of the Anglican Diocese presented those points of recommendations.
The Belize Council of Churches supports actions that seek to avoid confrontation in their adjacency zone between Belize and Guatemala, on the Sarstoon, and all along the border between Belize and Guatemala. Secondly, the Council of Churches supports the diplomatic course that is being pursued by the government of Belize as it seeks to address the latest incidents of force and intimidation from the Guatemalan government and the military. The Belize Council of Churches calls on the people of Belize to support the peaceful approach that our government brings to the negotiation table. The Belize Council of Churches calls on the government of Belize and the opposition party to work together for the common good of Belize and a peaceful solution to this problem. The Belize Council of Churches calls on all parties involved, governmental, political, and non-governmental, to work for a united front at arriving at a peaceful resolution. The Council calls on the media to be more responsible in its reporting so as to avoid an atmosphere of panic among all parties. The Belize Council of Churches calls upon the government of Belize, the opposition party, and all who are intimately involved in the process to be resolute in their effort at maintaining Belize's sovereignty and territorial integrity. And finally, the Belize Council of Churches commits itself to this process through prayer, and on May 29th, Sunday, May 29th, we are calling for a day of prayer for a peaceful solution to the Belize Guatemala situation. Secondly, we enter this process also by embarking upon a process of education, educating our citizens and our members about the situation. And thirdly, we enter the process through entering in dialogue with the church in Guatemala to seek their help in working with all parties involved.
The Belize Guatemala issue has been at the forefront for some months now, and the Belize Council of Churches has been silent on the issue. That is, until now. So why the long silence? We asked the council.
I think as we observe the escalation of some of the conflicts and so on, and not only along the border, but even among our people, you know, and the passion and the emotions, I think the church felt perhaps this is a good time to remind us all that what we're really seeking here is a peaceful resolution, and calmer heads need to prevail, and we need to avoid the unnecessary conflicts and agitation that could lead to violence. So yeah, it's more the latter, a recognition that this thing is really starting to become a serious situation even within our own population.
As much as sometimes we don't have press conferences or statements such as this, but we discuss these issues almost every time we meet. But we don't want neither to be making a statement every time. There is a time for everything. And even when we do not make a statement, we dialogue with our political leaders, not only on this issue, but on many issues. For the past couple of weeks, we have met with the leader of the oppositions twice already, you know. So we are always on the ball.
As to how the council drafted these recommendations, Bishop Christopher Glancy explained the process undertaken.
The question earlier about how we came to this, you know, in terms of one of the things as we were reviewing it, I went through and said, what are the values that we're purporting here as we look at it? And if you review again the statement that was made, you'll see in there peace and the common good and unity and prayer and education and dialogue. And those are the kind of values that the Council of Churches wants to underline for this process as we move forward to seek really a resolution. And we do see that the different parties, the government, the opposition, also non-governmental parties, are seeking to push this issue forward. And we're very much in agreement with that as long as we do it in this way that really seeks to be respectful and hopefully over time to build a relationship, a friendship with our neighbors in Guatemala, and to come to a resolution of this that will help us then to live as good neighbors and to and really then move forward on many issues that we have in common, even the protection of natural areas that we have. Some of those natural areas, certainly Belize has bordering Guatemala. Guatemala has bordering Belize up in the northern part of our territorial area. And I think how we can work together to preserve that great gift of humanity is one way that we can be good neighbors. And even I've heard that, for example, somebody wanted to have a protest in Melchor, and the mayor said, no, we're not going to protest. This is bad for our business, for us. Belizeans aren't coming over to do business like they used to. We want to have good relations with our neighbors. So those are the kinds of things that we want to lift up.
As it relates to the council's request to the opposition party, Love News has confirmed with the leader of the opposition, John Briceño, that the expedition is still on for tomorrow.